Hello, everyone. This is Professor, and welcome back to a new session of English with Professor. Do you find yourself translating from your native language into English whenever you want to speak in English? You first frame a sentence in your head in your native language and then slowly translate each word into English. Does that slow you down or make you feel less confident? You know what? Many English learners make this mistake when they are learning English. Many learners, I have heard a lot of my friends saying the same thing. They first think of a sentence in their native language and then convert it into English. And finally, what happens is, the product they get, after translating it in their head, is not proper in grammar or the English is not correct. The sentence is not right. So let's solve this problem today. I will help you stop this habit, think directly in English, sound more natural, and speak fluently in English, like a native speaker. This session is for all of you who are thinking in your native language and then translating it into English. So let's not waste our time and get started. Why translating slows you down? When you are trying to translate and speak English, you are actually putting pressure on your brain. You're giving extra work to your brain. In this process, like translating from your native language, your brain goes through two steps: thinking in your native language and then converting it into English. This extra step causes a delay, and sometimes, after translating, the sentence structure is not perfect. You know what? A sentence in your native language might be longer or structured differently than in English. So, when you translate it, there will be little mistakes. Maybe the whole sentence will be a mistake. It is harder to translate word for word. You know, in some languages, the verb might come at the end of the sentence, but in English, it comes earlier. So, when you translate it, it gets mixed up, and the verb appears at the end, making the sentence sound strange. That is why translating slows you down or makes the sentence sound awkward. The importance of thinking in English. It makes you sound more natural. It will help you speak fluently without pausing, making your conversation smoother. It can also improve your confidence because you're speaking continuously without breaks in English. You're not trying to translate and are not stopping in between. This can build your confidence and increase the speed of your speech. By thinking in English, if you share something without translating in your head, it will make your conversation less stressful and more engaging. If you're talking seriously with a friend, family member, or even a stranger about something important, pausing to translate every word can make the situation feel tense. The conversation won't be smooth or easygoing, and it might feel awkward for both you and the other person. So, if you want to express yourself more freely and have better conversations, stop translating in your head and speak in English however you can. I want to emphasize that. However you can. I'm not telling you to speak perfect English with flawless grammar, pronunciation, and an expansive vocabulary. I'm just asking you to speak simple English. Use the words that come naturally to you. Practical tips to stop translating. If you've been translating in your head for a long time and find it hard to stop, here are some practical tips to help you think in English. 1. Immerse yourself in English. Some of you might wonder why I teach my classes in English. You might ask, how can I understand if I don't already know English? How can listening to this class help me? The answer is simple. When you listen to English, your vocabulary, pronunciation, and overall English skills will improve. Start thinking in English. Immerse yourself in English in all aspects of your life, whether it's listening, reading, writing, or speaking. The more you hear and read English, the more natural it will feel to think in English. 2. Name things around you in English. As you walk around your house or neighborhood, start naming objects you see in English. Say table, tree, bird, sky, weather, nature, road, and so on. Doing this will help build your vocabulary and make thinking in English a habit. 3. Practice with simple thoughts. Start by thinking in simple phrases or sentences like, I'm hungry, I can read, I will write now, or it's sunny today. Then, move from basic thoughts to more complex ideas. For example, describe your day in English like you're narrating a story. I am going to the store, I will buy some bread, I'll pay the shopkeeper. 4. Use English for internal monologue. This might sound intimidating, but it's simple. When you're relaxing or doing tasks, narrate your actions and decisions in English in your head. For example, if you're cooking, think, the water is boiling, I need to cut the vegetables. This will help you develop the habit of thinking in English. 5. Limit native language English translations. When you look for translations of English words, try not to search for them in your native language. Use English-to-English dictionaries instead, or try to understand the meaning of words from context. This way, you'll train yourself to think in English without relying on your native language. Learning to think in English is a gradual process, and it's okay if it feels hard at first. With consistent practice, you will make progress. I believe in all of you, and you should believe in yourselves too. Now, here's a little activity. After watching this video, try one of the tips I've shared and comment on how it worked for you. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with a new one soon. Thank you for being part of this journey. Bye.